Hi guys, Becky here. Just off out for an overnighter. My mum's dropping me off. I'm gonna be going about 40 minutes away from home. So yeah, stay tuned. They're off now, just walking. It's a nice day for it today. Got my CamelBak at the front and my Bergen rucksack. I think it's about a 4-mile walk to where I want to set up, but I'll see what it's like when I get there and decide where to pitch my tent for the night. So it's nice to get out for a hike and a little camp out. So yeah, can't wait. So it's a kind of gradual incline up here. It's probably about 20 minutes up this kind of drag. I've got this lovely view next to me. Loads of fields and that. But yeah, it's been a refreshing walk so far. And it's going to be 6 degrees tonight, so pretty warm for this time of year. So it will be a good night. So had to take my big jumper off. It's just there behind me, put it in my pack. You only realise how warm it is when you start exercising and start walking. And yeah, I didn't want to sweat because I'll be cold tonight, so I thought I'd take the jumper off. Now I'm near the top of the hill, and then it's all the way down from there, and I'm going to be staying in a little hollow. Yeah, I'm going to keep walking now. Just finished my walk now, and I've arrived here in the little hollow where I planned to come, and now I'm just scouting around and seeing where I could go. So I decided to go here. I was looking around this area for a while. It's been raining, so I haven't done much videoing because of this camera, and I've just put my waterproof jacket over the camcorder, and I'm going to be setting up my tent now before it gets heavier. So as it's raining, I don't think I'm going to video me setting up my tent now. Just don't want to damage the camera. So I'll show you when it's set up. See you in a bit. So there's my tent set up now, and I've just got to put the waterproof cover over the top before it gets too wet. So all set up now. I've just put the waterproof cover over the top. Now I'm going to peg it in. Got my MSRs here today, and still raining, so I couldn't video putting that up, but I'll do it another time. So yeah, I'm going to peg it all the sides down in now, and I've put my bag away in there as it's, don't want all my gear to get wet. My bag isn't waterproof, so it's in there. Everything's set up now. I'm in my tent now. Just got to put the mat on the floor and my sleeping bag and that, bits and bobs like that. Still raining out there. It was heavy earlier, but it's calmed down a bit now, and I've just been sorting my tent out, getting the outside all tight and all the pegs in for tonight. Apparently it's really windy tonight, so making sure everything's pegged in well. So I'm gonna set on my sleep system for tonight. So I've got my Thermarest sleeping mat with me tonight that I'll be putting down on the base. I've got my Rab 900 sleeping bag, and I also brought a wool blanket to either go on the floor or on top of me. And then I'll probably be using my jumper for a pillow. So that's my gear for tonight. Set up now. I've put the yellow wool blanket on the bottom, then my Thermarest, and then my sleeping bag here. And use my jacket as a pillow for tonight. And now I'm just going to have lunch. Got a Mexican tuna salad, so I'll be having that. And yeah, so I'm all set up. I'm just keeping out of the rain now. So it is quite a tight squeeze in the one man, fitting my big Bergen 100 litres in the porch area, and just trying to fit everything in here. But it's got lots of benefits as well as it being really small. So here's lunch for me. The walk was alright. It started raining though, so I couldn't film any more of it. It got quite windy. But yeah, the walk wasn't too bad. And had one stop, one break, just to eat something, and got back to it. But it was nice having the CamelBak, because you don't have to keep getting your bottle out of your bag. You just need to get the nozzle, and I had it at the front of me, the CamelBak, so it was all good. But yeah, it was a nice walk, and I'm glad I'm set up now out of the rain. I think it's going to be raining all afternoon and evening, and heavy winds tonight. So yeah, it's my lunch. Looks a bit like dog food, but it tastes good. It's what really matters. So I'll be eating that now. A view to wake up to tomorrow. And it's not too like sludgy on the floor, which is all good. Still raining, unfortunately. Went for a little walk earlier and just been double checking on my tent, and I'm thinking about doing dinner soon. But yeah, it's getting quite cold now, and my second coat is starting to get drenched, so I put my waterproof on. But apart from that, it's been good. I'm still enjoying it. As rainy as it is, it's still a good test for myself, seeing how good I am under like wet and cold conditions. So it's nice to see. But yeah, it's quite small in here when it's raining, and you've got to get all your gear in here, and everything's starting to get wet. And you're trying to sit in here, but all your mats, so I had to put my mat up against the side of the wall just so I can have some like space to sit. So it is quite hard in these conditions with such a small tent, and I've had to bunch my sleeping bag up to one side just so I can really sit down. Because my trousers are wet, so I can't really sit on my sleep system. Don't want it damp for tonight. But yeah, still loving it. Still good. It's a shame about the weather. I think it's dry tomorrow. It's going to clear up tomorrow, which is great. But yeah. Hey guys, just been on a walk in the rain, because it's quite boring being stuck in the tent all the time, so thought I'd stretch my legs and go on a little walk. I think I might have my dinner in a minute. I've got some noodle meal that I'll be eating. And I've got my Pathfinder stove today to boil that up. It just hasn't stopped raining. Been really showery. So yeah, it's been a bit of a day in the tent, to be honest. So there's my stove. I'm in the tent cooking it, so I put a frying pan underneath just to protect my wool blanket from the heat. And I'll light that up and put my meal on. There's my meal. Don't look the best, but tastes really nice. Got a lot of flavour. Got bits of duck in there and vegetables with the noodles. So there we go, stove's on. I think it was a bit cold, so it took a couple of tries to light it, but it's finally on now, and it's cooking nicely. And it's heating my tent up as well with the heat of the stove. So I definitely recommend this alcohol stove if you've got the Pathfinder cup and bottle, because it is so good. Noodles is cooking now, and you can feel the heat of the stove warming up my tent a bit. It's a bit of a closed space, so it heats up quickly. That's an advantage of this tent. My half term's been good so far. Really enjoyed it. It's been really nice, and it's sad that I'm coming to the end of it. I think I'll be doing another camp out though, at the weekend or something. We'll see how it goes, but it's been nice having a break and learning a few more skills. I had a go at the bow drill the other day, and had a go at the flint and steel, the kit that Francis kindly gave me. I gave him a shout out in another video, so that's the firelighting one, I think. I haven't watched the firelighting video. Francis really kindly gave me a little fire kit box with a lovely bit of steel and bits of flint and other fire lighting bits in there in a little wooden box. It's really, really nice. So just keeping up my fire lighting skills, and been having a try at them too, as they're quite difficult. But hope to learn both of them soon. Good to have. The more fire skills you have and you've mastered, the better. It's done now. Lovely and hot. This lid to put the flame out, starves it of oxygen and heat, so you put that on. And then when it's cooled down, I'll put the lid back on, and I wait till it cools down so it doesn't melt this black rubber ring inside. So there we go. So, had my dinner now, really, really nice. It stopped raining, which is a surprise. Really, really nice. And it's just drizzling a little bit now, so I brought the camera outside. And it's a lovely, lovely view. So yeah, it's getting dark soon. Prepped all my tent, and it's going to be a good night. Tent blends in really, really well. Lovely. I put a couple of guidelines out just to support the tent in the winds tonight. Taped it all down. So yeah, it's looking sleek. Got my camel back down here and my cup, and pushed everything back, all my sleeping bag and that. Recently on my trips I started bringing one of these like washing up, I forgot what they're called, but been bringing that to wash up my my gear with, because well, this is full with noodles, you can't really see it, but the bottoms is all got stuck, so it's always good to bring one of them so it can wash it all off. And it's good to be hygienic when you're camping for more than a couple of nights, as you can get quite ill from that if you're using the same container multiple times and you're relying on it to boil your water and that. So I bring this to wash up my cups and that. It's about 6:30 now, and it's getting dark. Well, it's got dark and it's still raining outside. Just in the tent still. Got all my sleeping bag down now. Got all my gear ready for the night. And I'm gonna go outside and double check if all my pegs are still in. See if everything's done up nice and tight. Oh, look quite scary with the night mode on. So it's got dark, and I'm gonna be thinking about putting a tea on soon. Herbal tea actually. So in my last video, on the bag video, my day setup, I mentioned I'm giving up caffeine, and I said I was drinking decaf coffee because I've been drinking that like now and again if I feel like I crave a hot drink. And a few people commented and said that it's actually not complete. It's actually not like totally not caffeine. It's, if that makes sense, it's still got caffeine in decaf coffee, and I never knew that. So I've been cheating myself a bit. I didn't know that decaf coffee still had caffeine in. So I was really shocked by that. So thanks for them people who commented and actually told me. So now I'm going to be going on herbal tea. So cutting all the caffeine out that I'm taking. I'm pretty sure that some foods and drinks still have, all foods that I've been eating still have caffeine in, but it's still cutting out a massive percentage that I used to be consuming. But yeah, I just couldn't believe that decaf coffee still had caffeine in. I think it's 3% or something like that. So a small amount, but it's still got caffeine in there. So I'll be knocking that on the head as well. But I have noticed after the first week of cutting most of it out, I started getting a lot of headaches and feeling quite crap. But after about 2-3 weeks, I feel a lot better. I'm sleeping well at night. Well, I used to, but I just sleep a lot better. And I don't know, I just don't feel like I'm going up and down I just feel like flat all the time. As in, I don't feel like I'm getting massive boosts and coming back down from them. Because I used to drink quite a bit of Coke, so I used to get a lot of sugar and caffeine rush and then drop from that afterwards, which weren't the best. So it's a lot healthier for my body. And then I think when I finish school I might try and give sugar and chocolate up, even though I love my chocolate and that. I'll attempt giving it up once I finish school. So yeah. I think it's the rain's in for tonight. But I'm glad I've got a shelter and I'm well covered and warm in here, because if I had nothing, then that would be quite scary. If I had no shelter or a sleeping bag or something like that, that would be a real challenge in these conditions. Yeah, I think I'm going to be going to sleep soon. It's about 8 or something like that, so yeah, it's been a good day. I think it's clearing up tonight and it's going to be 9 degrees tomorrow, which is really warm, so that will be good. And then I think I'll be walking home. Yeah. So good night guys, see you tomorrow. Morning guys. Had a nice night last night. Slept pretty much the whole way through. Yeah, so it was a good night. Gonna make breakfast soon and porridge. It's finally stopped raining now, and the sun's hitting the forest nicely. just had my porridge. Just normal porridge you had with water. And now I've just brought a bit of bacon, so I got my little frying pan with me and I'm gonna cook that up. I just brought my little frying pan with me today. Don't take up that much room and it's really light, so it's good for taking on trips like this. So my alcohol stove's still going. I used it last night to cook my duck meal. Made a couple of herbal teas with it, and I left it on before I went to bed to kind of dry out my damp clothes and heat the tent up a bit, which it done really well. So it's definitely a piece of kit to take with you, as it's like lightweight and you don't have to start a fire. It's just really easy, you just gotta light it and Bob's your uncle. So I've had a nice big breakfast, bit of porridge and 2 bits of bacon. Got the same walk back today as I had yesterday. This time it's not raining though, which is good. There's all my pegs out. So lovely blue skies now, really sunny. I think it's 9 degrees today. Right, all packed up now. Put all my kit away and going to be walking back now and getting picked up again. So it's been a great time, really enjoyed it. Shame I couldn't stay longer, and I've left no trace as it's such a nice place here. So I've left no litter or anything like that. So yeah, it's been really nice. I've enjoyed it. And it's quite sad to go home now. In camp now. I'm walking back up the hill. Still walking now, just got up the hill, and you can see the view where I stayed behind me. So yeah, it's a hot day for it, and really sunny. It's nice. Loads of chalk beds here. Take a break. It's a hot day for it, really nice compared to yesterday. And just having a sit down now, getting a drink. Thanks for watching. Finished my walk now and I'm going to be picked up down there. So it's a really nice day. And yeah, it was a good trip. So thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed it. See ya.